Okay, now we're ready to start using and creating our own formulas in Excel. We're going to start with the CarbE-Clean Accessories Profit Analysis spreadsheet. Here is a small spreadsheet showing a company that sells accessories here to help keep your car clean. They buy each of these items at a certain unit cost, shown here, and then they mark them up so that when they sell the item, they make a profit. So this is a unit profit. So they buy a brush for $5.84. They charge an extra $3.15. So they end up charging, if you add these two together, they end up charging over $9 for the item. And how many brushes did they sell? Well, that's the unit sold right here. So we want to calculate the total sales for each of these items. So the title is Total Sales, and I wrote in English here the actual formula we're going to create in Excel to calculate the total sales. So the way we're going to do that is the number of units sold here times, and notice that asterisk represents multiplication, the unit cost plus the unit profit. That means what did we sell that item for? So that added up and multiplied by the number of units sold will give us the total sales for each of these items. So let's start creating our Excel formula. To do so, we have to click in the cell that we want to do the calculation in. So here we're going to click in cell E4 and notice the cell address right up here. This is your active cell. And we tell Excel that we want a calculation done when we type in an equal sign in that cell. So you'll see my equal. Now, we're going to click on the cell in that row, we're in row 4 here, that represents the units sold, which would be right here, B4. So notice when I click on the units sold for brushes, Excel is smart enough that it automatically puts the cell address of units sold for the brushes. Now we have to type in that asterisk. Some of you just say star, but that's actually called an asterisk. That means multiplication in Excel. Times, and if you see parentheses here, you have to include them in the formula. Unit cost, so I click on unit cost, which is cell B4. Type a plus sign in, and then click on unit profit, which is cell C4, and close our parenthesis. So that's our formula. It's equal D4 times B4 plus C4. And if that's correct, you hit enter, and Excel puts the calculation there. Now again, I don't have to do that again for each of the below cells. I just click on the active cell, go to the bottom right hand corner here until I have my black plus sign. I click down on my mouse, I hold it down, and then I drag and copy that formula down, and it recalculates it for each row. Okay, now we're going to do the column 4 calculation. We want to find out what was our total profit for each of these items we sold. So following the formula given, we again type in the equal sign first to tell Excel we're starting a formula. Then we find the column that units sold are in, which is D. So we click on D4, units sold. We type in our asterisk, so the star here, and we click on unit profit, which is C4. So we have D4 times C4, and that's correct, and we hit enter. And again, we click on that cell, go to the bottom right hand corner until we see that black plus sign, click, hold down our mouse, and we drag the formula down. Okay, the last cell we're going to calculate here using our own formulas is percent total profit. So again, I start with typing an equal sign in the active cell to tell Excel I'm starting a formula. I find total profit. Okay, where is total profit? It's right here in column F, so I click on F4. So it puts the F4 there. Divided by, so that's the slash, the forward slash, and total sales is cell E4. I click on that. So it automatically fills in the addresses, so it's equals F4 divided by E4. I hit enter, and notice it's a long decimal number. That's because we need to now format these into the proper format. We want percent. So if you notice up here on the home ribbon, going over to the number group, you'll see the percent sign, percentage style. We want to display everything in that cell as a percentage. So instead of 0.35, we want to see, click on percent, 35%. And now that we've formatted it properly, we're going to copy that down. Okay, so now we've done all our formulas, and we want to change whatever is actually dollars and cents. On the first row, we're going to include our dollar sign. So let's click on B4. Unit cost is a number, so let's go up to the number group and click on dollar sign. Unit profit again is money, so let's click on that dollar sign. Units sold is not, that is quantities, the number of items, in this case brushes sold. So, but for the next two columns, E4 and F4, which I selected together here, we're going to click on dollar sign to make them dollars and cents. Now again, if you see those pound signs like that, it just means this column is not wide enough to display the number, and you have to click right here between F and G, hold your mouse down and widen it until it displays the number. Okay, now we're going to sum up all these items here. We all know how to do that. We're going to click on cell B13, and we're saying this is where I want my answer to go. I click in auto sum. Okay, the finder lines say yes or confirm that is my right range. I don't need to change anything. I hit enter, and now on the bottom right hand corner of that cell, I'm going to copy this all over. Okay, so it gives me my totals, except here I want, this was not formatted properly, cell G13, so let's click on G13 and change that to percentage. Okay. Minimum, maximum, average. Okay, so now we have to calculate what's the minimum unit cost for all of these items. Well, this is a short spreadsheet, so I can quickly eyeball it, and I could see that this would be my minimum cost, the duster, at $2.55. But you know, sometimes there's thousands of lines in the spreadsheet, so you need to use the minimum function. So let's click on cell B4. Let's go up to our auto sum window now, and this time we're going to click on the down arrow so we open it up and we pick a function other than sum. So let's click minimum. Notice now the finder lines is including totals. We do not want totals to be included. So to change that, I either can click right here and change it to, instead of 13, cell 12, I backspace and type a 2 in. The finder lines are accurate, and I hit enter. Maximum, again click on cell B15. Let's go up to the auto sum window and open it up and select maximum. What was our highest unit cost? Again, do you see what Excel automatically does? Is includes everything above it. I don't want everything above it. I only want up to B12. So again, you can click right behind the 14 here, hit backspace, and change the range from B4 to B12. The blue finder lines confirm that is what we want, and hit enter. So we're going to repeat that now for average. Click on cell B16, go up to auto sum, select average. Again, correct the range. Click right behind B15, backspace, and change it to 12. Okay, so it's B4 through B12, and again hit enter. And there we are. There's our minimum, our maximum, and our average cost, unit cost for each item. So as always, we can click in the bottom right hand corner of cell B14 and copy those numbers over. The same with B15, bottom right hand corner, drag those formulas across. Okay, let me do that up here. I forgot to go an extra column and drag it across. And down here to average. Let's B16, bottom, drag across. Again, if you see the pound signs, you widen that column at the top. Okay, let's keep going, widening it. And then let's see here, our minimum percent. We don't need to do, let's see, we could do the percent profits here. Do I need to do that? Let's see. Let's skip these for now. Alright, in the next video, I'll show you how to sort and create a 3D chart. That's it for now.